One, two, three, four.
Yo, if you had one shot.
И снова здравствуйте! Я вас приветствую в игре GreedFall, и мы продолжаем проходить данную игру. Так, я немножко задержался. К сожалению, да, у меня не удался переезд. Я об этом уже написал в сообществе, все, что я об этом думаю, точнее, о людях, которые меня в этом плане окружают. В общем, все было плохо. Как бы это обидно не звучало, да, для меня. Так, ну что, мы здесь бежим. Я помню, мы зашли в пещеру. Тут интересно, что... Это вообще мне надо, не надо? А, это обычная коробка. Не, это так. Мне уже это все ничего не надо. Мне сейчас надо уже заканчивать собственную игру, потому что за то время, пока я здесь занимался, заканчивал ремонт, занимался всем остальным. Да и хрен с тобой. Что там застряли? Уже вышел и РДР 2. Ой-ой. Все, я вспомнил. Я вспомнил, что надо делать. Какой останавливающий удар, да? Ой-ой-ой-ой. Ты хоть куда-нибудь уйди. Так, а где наша красавица? Вы что сделали, а? Ну вы даете. Взяли, дисконнектнулись. Ладно, сейчас дорубим. Вот, да, вышел даже Dragon Age. Кстати, я куда пропал? То есть он дисконнектнулся, и на этом все, да? Ну, бывает. Угу. Оттуда будем выходить, я понял. Это мои спутники. За мной не поспевает от слова совсем. Ну, приятного сна. Вот в некоторых играх, кстати, сделано очень хорошо. Если спутники от тебя убегают, ну там где-то застревают, они через какое-то время к тебе просто тупо телепортируются. Ну, то есть все. Катана вещь хорошая. И в данном случае зело полезное. Они, кстати, во время боя, получается, ко мне присоединяются. Ну, плюс-минус присоединяются. Интересно, я туда пошел? По-моему... О, сразу двоих, это хорошо, это очень удачно. Чего меня тут стучать? Ты что там, зажал мою девочку и... Она даже не могла покилиться. Вот ужас. Зачем ты ее съел? Интересно, я к нему сзади смогу подойти? Ой-ой-ой, вот в чем дело, я понял. Ну точно, я же могу... О, вау, отравление. О, 29 уровень. Хорошо. Приятно. У меня там что-то было. Что-то я такое хотел прокачать, а что уже не помню. Здесь я хотел, наверное, спины. Приток ярости так себе. Это продление готовки оружия. Не так, чтобы интересно. Ловушки. Но я ловушками, по-моему, не то что не пользовался, да? Отравление можно лечить. Ну, давайте попробуем сюда, что ли. Угу. О, и броню, да. Короче, будем их хилить. Так, что у нас по характеристикам? Могу одно... ну подождем. С одной стороны, я таки не нашел доспехи, да, которые бы требовали 5. Тогда я бы ловкость из урон уже начал. Ну, ладно, подождем. Так, а вот здесь интуиция, второй уровень мне нужен. Конечно, поздновато. Ну, лучше поздно, чем потом. Готово. Ну а еще куда бежим-то? Кто-нибудь хоть помнит? Тоже как это? Я побежал. Кем-то тут уже пообедали. Давайте посмотрим. Может, кто-нибудь лежит? Вряд ли, конечно. Ага. Я понял. Так, кем тут позакусывали? Так, давайте-ка я шляпу. Чтобы мне спокойнее было. А туда, скорее всего, на выход будет. Если очень захочется. О, кто это? Ты что хочешь мне сказать?
Karanz, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our mother, and I think that I will need
Да,
her.
да,
Your
да.
sister will be there.
Мгм.
Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us.
Так, и как
Before
ты меня
that,
хочешь
will you
поиспользовать?
accompany me?
Ну,
Of
окей.
course.
Посмотрим. Ну, что-то я не заметил, чтобы с ней можно было флиртовать, поэтому я даже не знаю. Командор. Короче, в этого ничего нет хорошего. Посмотрим. Потому что на самом деле
We've made it
у
to
меня
high
уже
ground.
желание действительно заканчивать данную
Let's
игру.
find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
May the enlightened preserve us. They are enormous.
Хорошего.
What manner of...
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains.
М-м. Понятно. Короче, он уже переродился, и мы сейчас с ним будем радостно сражаться.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Перья большие. Ну ладно, я их просто не вижу, поэтому я как-то это... Поверю на слово. Так.
I need a bit of practice.
Так, энергичность, говорите, да? Что у меня было? Мгм. А мне... Давай, найди что-нибудь такое, да? Мне нужна твоя энергичность. Вот так вот. Ну, в общем, я думаю, вы поняли, что я хотел сказать. В этот раз...
I need a bit of practice.
Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха, я молодец. Я большой молодец. Я забыл, что я не могу перейти. Ну ладно. Там же хочу вперед, но при этом...
Over there. More feathers.
И эти перья? Где вы нашли эти перья? Я их в упор не вижу.
I need a bit of practice.
Еще и третий уровень. Не.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Ну, значит, пойдем обычным путем.
We found the entrance to the sanctuary.
М-м.
Vinbar must be here. I hope he'll agree to help us enter the heart of the mountain. All that remains is to find a way to get in.
Помните, нам давали какие-то имена? Или я сам даже подобрал?
This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are two seeds necessary to open the passage? How can we learn which plant seed is required?
Vinbar was distant. He spoke little. Only one person shared both his love and his secrets.
You're right. We need to find this Sarah. The seed that I have is not enough. I need to find Sarah. She might be able to help.
Сергей, приветствую. Да, YouTube работает. Но правда я использую... Как его? Усилитель. Забыл, как называется эта настройка. Типа YouTube Boost, что ли. Если надо, могу сказать. То есть это плагин. Угу. Константин, допросить Керу. Предложить, если помощь. Допросить Керу. Или давайте... Ну, давайте сначала... Угу. Так, даже интересно. Найти и допросить. Она где вообще? Угу. Не, мне нужен... А почему он мне сказал, что это, блин, надо мне к... Чтоб тебя... Как называется? Винбар. Непонятно. Стоять. Здесь и... Нет, это как раз лагерь Виншабара, окей. Есть. Угу. Все.
Sarah doesn't seem to have returned to her village.
If she came by here after having locked us up in the grotto, she would have
Не
wondered we were
VPN.
here. So even if they know where she's gone,
My child, we have a more... Your cousin is still reported missing.
Yes, that's... We must find Constantine.
Так, ща, подожди, поставлю на паузу, скажу. Нет, это не совсем VPN. Как он называется? Ю-буст. Ускорение Ютуба. То есть он работает только на YouTube. Именно Ю-буст. Даже по-русски можно. Короче, мне сказали сначала заняться Константином, да? Вообще вот так вот это прямо, типа без этого даже никуда не идти. Ну ладно. Видимо, там действительно что-то страшное. Раз мне откровенно говорят, туда надо бежать. Угу. Правильно? Правильно. Да и не туда, не туда, не туда. Ну, побежали, побежали, побежали. Молодец. Угу. Я тут почему-то вообще не дружу с картой. Хорошо поработать веслом.
I need a bit of practice.
Ну ладно. Я все равно их перебил, поэтому можно и не мучиться, спокойно бежать. Не, VPN, конечно, вещь
This
хорошая.
is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
it looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Omegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Обязательно сейчас найдем. Вот, VPN, при VPN я бы не
The
смог
tents were
стримить.
lacerated by what looks like claws, and there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep by beasts.
Оружие все взято.
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Katasak's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Куда ты предлагаешь? Значит, бежим вперед.
An entire stampede passed by here.
Да-да.
Our soldiers must have fled the zone.
И пошли все за
and taken this path
Константином.
followed by their
О,
assailants.
какие крики, да?
This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinominawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search
Да,
the
да,
place.
да.
Let's see what we are able to find.
Давай, 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 давай.
This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms?
Перерезать ему горло.
A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Katasak are among them. Constantine and Katasak must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual.
Или
When the attack
превращение.
took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Даже туда. Ну ладно, я думал, нас сейчас поведут в эту пещерку. Но я, к счастью, ошибался.
More tracks. Footprints.
О, наконец-то следы вижу. А то мне говорят, что там... Вау, круто.
Strange.
Какие-то
These trees
перья.
have calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Угу. И что мне предлагают?
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
Главное, чтобы не сам Константин. Он в такого превращался. Вдруг зомби.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Так. Чего еще надо смотреть тут? Что я пропустил? Тут предлагает дальше самому пройти куда-нибудь. Так, здесь, по-моему... Это обратно, насколько я понимаю. Здесь все грустно. Давайте туда сходим.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
О! Чуете тут? Что за вороново крыло? Угу. А, это записки сумасшедшего доктора. Ща мы всех найдем.
And despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasach.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Я уклонился.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again?
Ужас. О-о-о. Это кто там лежит? Ты его знаешь?
I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridger lines close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense.
Опять?
Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path.
Да я вообще ничего не
No
думаю.
one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals. However, one way or another,
Да, мы
Constantine is in
помним,
danger.
кстати
Let us be on our
говоря,
way without further delay.
Львов. Чё? Ну, я так понимаю, что отсюда лучше все-таки идти вот сюда на заставу. чем я буду обратно вот сюда перемещаться. Ну, посмотрим. В общем, тут был дракон, это я уже понял. Слушай, индюшка, не пугай так человека. Я ж что-то это... Коньки не двинул. Какие тут страшилища. Ну ладно. Все, закончились. Да посмотрим, что у этого пастушка. Не, ну это белое я даже брать не буду. Это выход, а дальше, скорее всего, костер. Сапоги тоже брать не будем, они слишком старые для меня. Выполнили задание нечаянно. Ну, как минимум, теперь можно будет легко добираться. Интересно, на этой заставе будут хорошие доспехи? Я даже не знаю, где искать-то топовые. На пятерочку. Сет-то у меня сейчас неплохой. Но все остальное тут бы получше.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desarday. I am legate of the congregation of merchants on this island.
A legate?
Угу.
Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many
Да-да-да, такие же, как ты, охотники, меня чуть не прибили.
I am. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Constantine
A governor? Here?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. The region is dangerous.
You do know that we found the bodies of several.
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your
О,
hand.
They
да-да-да-да-да.
are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Давай.
I understand what you're feeling. The feeling of being abandoned, but if you know...
I don't know what to tell you, Excellency.
I can see how I'm certain you haven't been I cannot solve all of your problems.
A little gold would certainly improve the morale,
Да-да-да-да-да,
I
сразу золото готовое.
know. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed. Our nurse sits with him, but his wounds are extreme.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain.
Go and see the nurse. I can't take it anymore. Anything else?
Не, спасибо.
I
Мгм.
would very...
Так, а что там спросить?
Good day, Captain.
Excellence.
Concerning the young...
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will not... Anything else?
А,
I need to
все,
be going.
я понял. Это вы хотите, чтобы это я поговорил с ним? Что предлагают? Угу. Ну, найду, значит найду. Не найду, значит ему не повезло. Я думал, тут торговец будет. Но, видимо, нет. Угу.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him.
What are you saying?
No, but I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stock. I no longer have a... And now that we have a wounded patient...
Do you know what type of...
Yes, at least I think so.
I see.
Угу. Зелье от ожогов. Давайте крафтим его. Я думаю, мне сейчас... А, ну, надо... Кресь это ремесло 1 будет? Я так понимаю. А, вообще нет. Прекрасно. Как у меня все легко получается. А, ну да, я же его не грайтил. Ну ладно. Пока что это и не надо. Вообще, я жду, когда будет нормальный доспех.
Were you able to
Yes, I was.
Give it to me. I'll...
Угу.
We must
Will
wait.
he make it?
I hope so.
And if he survives?
Белладонна? Ага,
Come
хорошее
back tomorrow
лекарство.
at the same.
Very well.
See you soon.
Так, через 24 часа. Прекрасно. Ну, то есть я правильно сделал, что... Сначала сюда пошел. Слышь, мужик, ты тут застрял. Ты не заметил, нет? Видимо, нет. Так, хорошо. Ага, ну ладно. Что ж, придется тогда побегать. Мы пойдем другим путем. В лагерь. Кого там спросить? Ну хорошо, здесь нету живности. То есть бежишь. Ну, с другой стороны, вот, ну, не могли прямо рядом сделать, а? Ну, надо было именно вот так вот 5 минут бежать. Так, Кера, хорошо, так. Не-не-не-не, вот. Не знаю, что-то романсить ее не хочется, и я так до сих пор и не понял, захочет ли она романситься. Ладно, посмотрим. Сейчас этот этап сделаем. Потом скажем, какие мы добрые, красивые. Мы хотим любви и ласки. Я что-то не туда убежал, да? Давай обратно. Я молодец. Угу. В общем, пока мы бегали, он уже готов выздороветь, я понял. Что с тобой, девочка? Извини, мальчик.
Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. How can I help?
Я так долго не могу слушать все-таки ломный язык. Я все понимаю, но как это долго?
Katasak has disappeared.
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you.
То есть он не
I don't know
возвращался.
exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular... Their escort was attacked, decimated by beasts and by magic.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand...
Wait. This is perhaps they were wounded. And your master wanted to... We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are,
Вот он
they
сразу
must
сам
certainly
плохо о
need
нас
help.
подумал первым.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to... Another Doneged must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals, the earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well.
When you have discovered...
I have
Прекрасно.
to go.
Quite Williams.
Прекрасно. Никто ничего не знает. Так, где там у нас выздоровление солдата? О, выслушать. Да, все правильно. Интересно. Могу заромансить или нет? Но для меня больше интересен другой вопрос. Что там будет? Карточка. Ролики, как в Ведьмаке 3. Или как в Dragon Age 1, просто темнение экрана. Че, не видишь, что я иду? Тут все странные. Привет, красавчик.
Hello, soldier.
Better. A lot better. Are you
Слушай,
the one who
ты
saved
здоров.
me? The nurse?
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement, and we heard sounds of fight. Men were screaming.
Угу.
Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man.
О, да, это наша.
Constantine Katasak had
Dozens of wild animals. There seemed
flames.
I don't know. I didn't see everything, but I thought I saw another islander. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I came to when I heard voice. I thought to myself, I dragged myself here.
I'm going to have to go.
You shouldn't do that.
That's enough.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I'll have a word with your captain.
Да, все нормально. Ща. Видишь, я надел даже бацинет. Значит, все будет хорошо. Когда наглеет такой шлем, уже ничего не страшно.
Excellency, thank you.
Please. I did not...
Did you learn what you need?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me he and his company, my cousin's escort, were already near a strange sorcerer.
One of those rebel savages. They must have learned that an important man was in the region.
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found and
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellence. Thank you again.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do this.
Все, готово. Куда нас отправляют? Мгм. Мгм. Горит Дарен. Может действительно выполнить пока задание моей красотки? Да, давайте такие делаем. Как раз мы узнали, что Константин похищен каким-то особо крупным самцом. Поэтому можно соблазнить нет. Ну вот. Да. Вот. Предложить помощь. А куда? Ну, давайте в любую, дальше уже посмотрим. Куда меня будут отправлять? Они говорят, что нужен переместиться в Бландин, лагерь Вейдроса. Ага, значит, там это Вейдрос. Так. Да. То есть мне не показывают, что мне надо к Вейдросу. А, может не показывают, потому что я не выбрал как основной квест? Скорее всего, да. Сейчас сделаем. Привет, разрисованные.
Siora, Asir. Always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld. I'm happy. What do you want?
I'm only here to accompany...
I came to give our mother back to the earth, Iseld. It is high time we did, I know. Performing the ritual...
И сразу плакать, да? Только что тут была грубая и тут же... О!
I miss her too. Did you go to Vasrigan? No. Preparing the place is the role of the Donegada.
Ну, пошли. А куда пошли? Ага. Вау. Это знакомые места, да? Это здесь... А, вот торговец. Давайте проверим. У этого торговца я, по-моему, в прошлый раз... Это где торговец? А, вон он. А нет, это не то торговец. А, может, этот... Купить. У него оружие было хорошее. Зато все остальное плохо. Так, подожди. Мне вот сюда, да? Да, вот сюда. Какие флаги истрепавшиеся. Сколько жаб. Ни одной не видно. Ровно наоборот. В этом слышал. Интересно. На кургане тоже будут? Ну так. Легко и мимоходом. О, кстати, я совсем забыл. Нет. О, тактическая пауза. Я хотел действия. Угу. Так, огнестрельное оружие. А направо что-нибудь есть? Так, сильное зелье вниз. Ну, просто зелье. Зелье здоровья вниз. А, лампа. Ну, давайте лампу уберем. Вообще-то я хотел назначить. О, привязать. Угу. Чтобы можно было всегда похилиться. Так. Ну, что такое? Опять хорошие грибы.
This is where I will perform the ritual. This burial mound has been the final resting place of our queens for generations. It must be prepared before we can start the ritual.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Ну ладно. Так. Ага. Как-то странно бежал. Я уже заметил, что здесь...
Normally, you would hear the birds singing in this place.
What do you mean?
This is not their natural habitat at all. You cannot hear them so close to the burial mound. Understand what they are doing in this area. You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests. Otherwise, they'll just keep coming back.
You are right. We cannot let these carnivores roam so close to my mother's remains.
Конечно, не дадим. Прямо все только для тебя, моя дорогая. Еще не хочет. Ну ты с кем там дерешься? Ага. Интересно, мне кто-нибудь ману восстановит? Я проверим заодно. Ребята, вы не охренели? Я же вас только что убивал. Не, ману, кстати, никто даже не захотел останавливать. Это плохо. Короче, отходить нельзя. И по привычке от ведьмака хочется вернуться и забрать. Угу. Ладно. Я не помню, кому это надо было. Ладно, уничтожим ловушки. Ну? Так, все, давай, пока не началось. Пока второй не вылез, как в прошлый раз.
These beasts will no longer trouble the peace of our queen. All we have to do now is to take care of the ceremony.
Интересно, а если бы я не убрал их, я перегружен? Опять? Хи-хи-хи-хи. Ладно, что-нибудь сейчас выбросим. Что у меня много? Боеприпасы на 14. Это не то. Хлам надо продать. Ну, хлама тоже не так много. Ну, ладно. Ну, ладно, выбросить. Выбросить. Одежда рабочего выбросить. Ну ладно, пока что хватит. Обидно выбрасывать. No.
Is there anything else to prepare?
Of course. We will need some sensors crafted especially for the ritual.
Where can we find them?
It would be ideal if we could craft them ourselves. And I will also need some mortuary lotion. I will give you a list of all the ingredients because we will have to... Once we have gathered these last items, I thank you for being by my...
Don't mention it, Sue.
Так, курительница. И что еще надо? Есть вообще что крафтить-то где или нет? Или вы предлагаете... Эх. То есть мы сюда пришли, только после этого ты мне даешь информацию, что мне надо. Молодец. И как я, по-твоему, буду все время, что ли, тут бегать? Не, ну окей. Конечно, с одной стороны не против. Не, ну это и вот это сейчас на самом деле просто тупо издевательство. Ты пришел сюда. Дальше все говорят, давай иди крафти. Это такой, блин, ну, товарищи, а раньше нельзя было сказать, что тебе нужно то, либо купи, либо сделай. Бальзам делай сам. А что там можно еще купить? Сейчас увидим. Так. По-моему, мы так бежали. Угу. Ну, сейчас посмотрим. Так, где крафт? Угу. Ладно. О, продать. Давай продадим. Наука, ремесло, как раз то, что понадобится. Так, дальше. Это почти ничего не весит, ладно. Это вообще ничего не весит. А хлам можно продать. Прекрасно. Да, хочу я, потому что я забыл, что у тебя можно купить. Курительница. Не. Да, обязательно. Так, наоборот. В другую сторону. Я же говорю, я тут очень плохо ориентируюсь. Ну, хорошо, хоть драться ни с кем не надо. Так, погребальный бальзам. Сколько тебе надо? Один, да?
We have all that we need. Let's go back to the burial mound to put everything in place.
О, ура! Не пришлось бежать обратно.
Here we are. It is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my mother. We must place a censer where
А
her
где
head will be,
тело?
and another near her feet. And then you will have done everything you could to help me. And I am infinitely grateful for it. Your presence by my side means a lot to me. This is how our
Я еще раз.
It is on this stone altar. We must place a censer, and then you will. This is.
Угу. Так, стоять. Ну ладно. Применить зелье, ладно.
There. Everything is in place. Thanks again, Onal Manawi.
Да не за
My
что.
sister should be joining me soon. You should wait outside.
Ну, что делать?
These rituals are demanding. But they help us to say
С
goodbye
таким
to those
каменным лицом
you have been a
стоит.
true friend.
Да.
Occurrence, thank you. I will never.
It's only natural, Siora.
We should go now.
Так, прекрасно. Без романса теперь можно?
Do you-
О,
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps?
I usually confide in, and I think she resents me for not having been there with.
конечно. Давай, готов всегда выслушать.
I know we've only known each other for a little while.
Thank you, Onal Manawi. Anything else?
How did you know that those... After all, given the
I
situation...
knew my mother well. We were close. She...
Угу.
I understand. However, couldn't she...
Perhaps. But she knew us just... And she knew that we'd rather die in battle. Anything else?
И что еще спросить?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical.
Угу. Да, у меня твой... как и было в детстве.
What kind of child were you?
I suppose I was very curious and studious. I loved when
And you haven't changed. Isn't it out of...
At first, perhaps.
Да-да-да-да, романтик.
The more... Anything else?
What do you intend to do now? Will you be...
I will most likely do it, but not now.
Да-да-да, мне очень нравится.
I'm very glad to be able to enjoy your presence a while longer.
Thank you for your kindness on Olmenawi. Anything else?
Да, ты немножко
I've
покраснела.
never heard you talk about your...
He was the Donegad of our clan, but this memory...
What
Не
happened?
расскажешь.
He was
Ну,
killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
короче, испанцы, как всегда,
I must leave you.
подсуропили. Так, ну, куда бежать? Да, еще бы теперь понять. Давайте наверх. Попробуем, может там никого не будет. Ну, по крайней мере, хотя бы уже бежать по прямой. Короче, да, еще раз да. Не хочешь драться, бежи вперед. Кстати, еще драться. А мне... ну, кстати, опыт нужен, но он сейчас и так капнет. В боях мне, по-моему, за бои сейчас вообще почти ничего не идет. Поэтому смысла драться я не то что не вижу. Ну, просто нету. Так, а мы хотели с кем потом поговорить? А, это в другой локации. Ладно. Так, Даррен, Кера. Угу, найти способ. Еще раз проверяем. Допросить Керу. Поговорить с Даррен. Ну, давайте попробуем. Где там Даррен? Ну чё, ты больше мне не хочешь?
Karans, do you need something?
I
Да.
must leave you.
Короче, романтик не удался, я понял. Угу. Как это называется? Ди. Лагерь у Диди. Угу. Это неудобный лагерь. По-моему, тут последователи Миядзаки. В плане, что респ и босс находятся несколько далековато друг от друга. Чё, я опять? Да уж. Кстати, заметьте, да, живут-то они на развалинах другого города. Не своего. Мальчик, девочка.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us... I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who was protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took... Perhaps your men were there to aid...
We do not have your cousin, and we... As for Katasach, and the Vorsht, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Да-да-да. Обязательно. Угу. Сейчас мы проверим, как у них работает морозилка. Так. Угу. Круто.
Katisach. Seeing the state of his body. I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad. To have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell.
Ну давай. О, как раз не зря прокачал интуицию.
The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest.
Обычный
And seeing
фаербол.
as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man.
I can't imagine an Adaig that they might attack careless hunt. The power to call volcano fires could only be that of a guardian,
No simple
We
man.
still don't really know who is judging by the severity of these wounds.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear.
We had to at least try. Are you not even...
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives. Your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair. What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform.
Некромантия, что ли?
The Donegad who chants it.
That would allow us to at least...
If what I have heard is true, yes.
Let's ask her for her help then.
You are quick to ask another to imagine the pain of the wounds. This is what you must ask. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our tierna hach kedachtas.
That would explain her
You must make her see your purpose.
Ух. Так, ладно. Короче, будет весело. Самый главный вопрос теперь, куда направляться? Ну да, тут по прямой бежать просто. Сквозь эту стаю, не обращая внимания. Ну, потому что реально, сражаться сейчас вообще не хочется. Ха-ха-ха. Я в неохе от таких монстров убегал. А вы так, дети. Ну давайте через деревню пойдем. Ну, как раз она самая, да? Первый раз угадал. Да, ты нас не любишь, мы тебя тоже, но что делать?
Hello, Mev.
Renoigse, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help.
My cousin has been taken.
Truly?
By performing the Anatalas Fair.
Katasach is dead. He was a good man. Perhaps...
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken, according to a witness. And Katasak suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the... But none of our own.
This is why we need your... We want to understand.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoigse. Our island wails in suffering. The Anatalas Fair may kill me, but at least you will need to act as my Voglendaig and bring to me the...
What do you require?
A potion. And listen, do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near because they contain... As for the personal object of Katasach...
He didn't have a weapon when I found his...
Where can I find...
In Duren's camp.
Very well. Not far from there is then we can perform.
Не понял.
I'll go and get the ingredients you require.
Safe trap.
Ну, у меня же сейчас ничего нету, правильно? Смысл мне с ней идти туда? Собрать по кишки падальщиков. Угу. Какой ужас. Чем я занимаюсь? Угу. Так, как он называется еще раз? Лагерь у заставы мостового Ленса. Так, это я бегу на заставу, а так я бегу обратно. Ладно. Этих подачков не брать, да? Ну ладно, не будем. О, отпустила. Это было бы обидно, если бы бой не закончился и пришлось бы их бить. Здесь, по-моему, да? Подальщики, ау. Молодец. Все взять. И запасные части тоже.
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
Ой, блин. Я еще ничего не нажимал.
Fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions. All of Al-Sad's talent put into bottles.
Может, я куплю, да?
What can I serve?
Угу.
I was honored by your visit. Please come back whenever you want.
Окей. Что-то у меня, кстати, какие-то там ингредиенты. Ну и зачем нападали? Кстати, да. У меня боеприпасов уже на 14. А, я не туда свернул. Не сюда, да, надо было? Вообще в другую сторону надо было. Ну, извините, ребята, перепутал. Так вот. Можно сказать, что ни за что пострадали. Разбойники, да? Ни за что. Ну, стояли бы себе спокойно, видят, мужики пробегают. Ну, зачем трогать? Полночь. Это такая ночь, да? Мне нечаянно еще плюс 1 уровень, что ли? Ладно, ребята, успокойтесь, все хорошо. Да хватит вам за мной бежать. Успокойтесь уже. Я вас не собираюсь кушать. Привет, красавица. Все есть.
Were you able to find the
Yes.
This is good. The moon is high.
Угу.
Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfem, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tataminam reloidan, de talamen kantebedam, en antelam verfragtandom.
Katasak, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one, Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice. I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the island. He must be hiding there.
You know where he is?
Yes, but I wasn't able to enter. I have one seed, but I need another.
Vinbar is a very powerful Donegad, as well as being the High King. He has access to knowledge that even I cannot attain. He has seen the true face of Enol Mil Frichtim. His secrets must be well kept. And he would only have shared them with those he loved the most.
Yes, I must find Thank you, Mev.
Do not thank me. In order to satisfy my curiosity, all that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done...
Farewell,
Что там, убить короля надо, да, говорите? Мы это поможем сделать. Вообще, он офигел. Какую дипломатическую войну чуть не устроил. Как так можно, да? Еще король называется. Не-не-не. Видимо, у него что-то голова протекла. Угу. Так, ну вот войти в убежище, да, но нам нужно Кера. Теперь нам нужна Кера. Ух ты. Что случилось?
And here you are again.
I have no idea why you suddenly decided to shut us in there, but it matters little.
Очень
I
неважно.
must know what second seed is required to open the door to the sanctuary. Now, more than ever, we must find Vinbar. He slew Katasak and he holds my cousin captive.
Vinbar would not have killed Katasak. He respected him. And why would he bother with your cousin?
I have no idea why, but I know it to be true. The Tierna Hach Kadaktus revealed this to me. Would you accuse her of lying?
No. You are the one who lies like all the other Renaikse. And I thought that I could trust you. I should never have let you enter the cavern. And even less have allowed you to leave there alive. 8 more!
Maybe protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
То есть, заметьте, да? Ничего не сделал. Сказал правду.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Угу. Выносливость 2, укрепленное жиры. Ну ладно, давайте возьмем. Что там остальные? Короче, как всегда. Сначала обвиняют во всем длиннолицых, а сами ничем не лучше. Так. Угу. Ну, давайте, я так понимаю, это все в одном месте. Да. Зато у нас теперь 2 семени есть. И... Да не, я понял тебя.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Ну давай узнаем, что они там задумали. Может мне прокачаться, а? Угу. Отравление. Вот что значит на союзников? А, я делаю магическое исцеление и хилю их, я понял, окей. Ну тоже правильно. Доспехи я таки не нашел. Может, конечно, они спрятаны где-то, или, не знаю, достижения какие-то. О, привет, красавчик.
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimen saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it. You are too blind, too Renaikse to understand.
Leave him!
Ну хорошо.
That's enough. Free him.
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
Хорош.
Died with him. Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him quick.
Что-то как-то босс не очень.
Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Как-то так.
Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
Угу. Короля убили. Ничего за это не получили. Ну ладно. Пока мы узнаем. Что ж так возбудило короля?
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
Ужас.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened.
То есть его, получается, чисто технически связали с островом, а Верховному королю это не понравилось, он посчитал, что та болезнь, которая в нем сидит, сейчас будет отравлять остров. А мы убили Верховного короля, и, в общем, все было классно.
It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following... But there was no one other than us, cousin. The
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill...
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand.
Короче, он теперь привязан к острову.
Tell me more about this.
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Flictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary...
Oh no.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm...
Так, выборы. Кандидаты, ну, сами знаете кто. Поручение. Подождите, разве... Короче, найти можно, но это уже не так интересно. А почему разные солдаты? Как будто гвардейцы кардинала и эти мушкетеры короля. А может, это и намек? Так, давайте узнаем, кто у нас будет королем. Предлагаю свою будущую невесту. На человек не заинтересованный. И все равно, кто будет. Сейчас он скажет, да ты охренел совсем.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, currents of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kirtonsidach. What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wish to see Enon Mil Frictaman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well. Ladnit. Katasat in spite of our mourning. We must elect the children of Tiafradi. I will notify the man.
Who has a chance of being elected?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the...
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Понятно. Интересно. Что еще надо будет с ними делать? Я думал, тут уже все закончили. Угу. Давайте посмотрим, что тут можно, работая языком, умудриться сделать. Только сохранимся. Кстати, какие у меня отношения сейчас? Ну, и еще островитяне дружба. Окей.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news.
Dead. And Andevosht Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bladnid was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Menawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Karants as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the Sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the tomb of the king. I do not know exactly, and that the entrance is marked by a Do not worry. I will find this place.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote.
Anything more?
Ага, классно. Когда он начинает комментировать свои...
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
I'm certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Miel Frichteman.
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
It may be wise to make sure your pretender's intentions are compatible with yours. And if it's not the case, to find another. We wouldn't want to be the architects of a future we don't like, would we?
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Да. Так. А чё, сейчас не дают? Сейчас со всеми поговорим и пойдем искать корону, чтобы ее надеть на себя. Ха-ха. Ну, это будет самая большая шутка. Я, конечно, в это не верю, но...
What brings you here, Onomanau?
I'm the bearer of bad news.
Ande Vostire. We haven't seen him in a long time.
Glendan told me that you would...
I am not looking for power, but Tifradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaise brought chaos with them. We cannot change the past. And chasing the wound is there. Refusing. So if you're worried about we must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaigse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. In order, if you were elected.
Your clan has not given me many reasons to trust you. But if you prove my suspicion, the Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past.
What do you want from us?
I think you know about the...
Yes. One of your elders asked me to make sure you could access it again. Alas, I could not take care of it. I was busy with other problems.
Lady Morange was kind enough to talk with us to find... Then an elder from my village poisoned three. The old man responsible, but not by your people. Not until we are sure we can... There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging, but some Renaigse came. And some of my people started going missing. If the mountain collapses...
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcut.
I'll go to this mine and see what...
Is there any...
Я понял. Окей, вот это интереснее. То есть это, видимо, как раз вот те задания, которые я не выполнял. Решил, что потом, да? Вот сейчас мне говорят, что, слушай, ну, давай ты реши эту проблемку. Вот, а мы тогда подумаем, помогать ли тебе. Ну что ж, уже хорошо. Угу. Так, правильно. Ну, сейчас добежим, и тогда я заканчиваю. Да, вот так вот. Я хотел, конечно, поругаться, что здесь все линейно. Но видите, вот где-то я выполнил задание, да? И мне сказали, да, окей, вопросов нету, иди гуляй. Я тебя отведу. Вот, а есть, которые говорят, не, парень, ты нас кинул. Ты не захотел тогда с нами. И поэтому мы тебе помогать не будем. Так. Да, нас здесь не было. Ну что ж, я думаю, тогда на этом мы на сегодня закончим. Так, это далековато, интересно. Костерочек. Чтобы не потеряться. Не-не-не, ребят, я не хочу. Что тут как три тополя на плющихе? И... во. Во-во-во, разбить лагерь, прекрасно. Вот, так что на этом я прощаюсь. Всем большое спасибо за внимание. И дальше мы устроим выборы. Выведем кандидата, который нам нужен. И пойдем к победе. Так что я на этом прощаюсь. До скорой встречи. Если вам понравилось данное видео, вы можете поставить лайк, оставить комментарий, подписаться на канал, нажать колокольчик, чтобы быть в курсе о новых видео и стримов, и поддержать автора материально по ссылке под видео. Всем большое спасибо за внимание и до скорой встречи.